Last time on AfterLife, we set up an AFK gold farm, and all the levels have been used to get us diamond gear. I'm super excited about all that. What is going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of AfterLife with your host, me, Wintertooth100. And before we get started, guys, in the description down below, you can find links to all of the other members of the AfterLife server. They're all pumping out really amazing content. Be sure to check them all out. Subscribe to them. Subscribe to me. Yeah, let's get started. Upon logging in, I noticed that little thing down there. I haven't explored it, but if you guys are aware, the time of this recording is April 2nd, and here on the server, we're doing an April Fool's prank week. So I am a little more nervous that that's not just some noisemaker. I think it might, maybe it's something that is a little bit more explosive. That's kind of what I'm expecting. Explosive. They said that there's rules. You're not supposed to unalive anybody else. So, it shouldn't be too terrible. All right, it's gonna make noise, and I'm gonna do the smart thing. I'm gonna go break it right away so it's not annoying. There we go. You don't really have a door. I didn't want you to feel left out. That's funny. Okay, well, no pranks that I can see then. That's good. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. The worst prank of them all. We are missing that block now. Now there's just a missing dirt there. That is the worst way to prank me. That's good. I'm going to be thinking about that until I fix it. But because I'm lazy and forgetful, I'll never fix it. So I'll just keep staring at it and it'll keep bugging me. In case you guys didn't know, and it'd be too late by the time this video goes live, we just had our first stream weekend, if all things went as planned. And, well, that means if you guys watched my stream, you should already see a future version, or have already seen it at least, a future version of my base. And so we're kind of in the past right now versus when that live stream happened. And, well, no need to beat around the bush. I need to update this castle segment here that we've been leaving kind of undone since we started going really tall, kind of on accident with these giant towers. This little corner here is just not going to cut it. So I'm going to lay out some framework so we kind of know what to work around during the stream for what I have planned. Isn't time travel fun? All right, well, with this plotted out, there's only one thing really, well, a couple of things. Really one thing though, that we need to do before the stream happens, which of course, as you guys know, has already happened. We need to prep for the stream, and that means a couple of things. Again, you guys saw the stream, so really no spoilers as to what's going to happen, what you're about to see next in this video. We're going to do a little terraforming around here and start plotting out kind of where bits of this castle are going to go and how they're going to connect over to the other side, and what we're going to do with this little pond thing that we got going on. So I need to clear out these trees, and I need to go mining for a while and get a surplus of smooth stone, cobblestone, and if I can get any of the diorites, andesites, and granites in bulk, that would be amazing too. So basically the thing I don't normally do is a ridiculous amount of work mid-episode to do something, which we're gonna do right now, and of course it's all gonna be off camera, so I'll bring you in, show you everything we got, and then we'll probably cut to past the stream day. So, yeah, it's going to be weird because it means I'm going to have to split up days that I'm making an episode on, which is something I don't normally do either. It's just an episode of things I don't normally do. Normally, I wouldn't make a big deal about dying, but since I'm gathering resources, my tools are constantly needing repairing, and it was only a matter of time, I suppose, before I forgot to put my wings on before jumping off of the gold farm. I just kept hitting that space bar. And I wasn't going into flight mode, and I'm like, what? Splat, and then I died. Rip. There you go, you see it up there. My 0 has turned into a 1. At least now I don't have to worry about dying anymore. Well, it's been about 3, maybe 4 hours, and more than anything, I'm just bored of mining. I know there's a lot of people out there who really enjoy mining. I am not one of those people, but from cutting down all the trees around the castle, we managed to get that much wood, which isn't bad. And then this guy, and nothing in there. And then from the mining itself, this is all the diorite, all the granite, all the andesite. But more importantly, We got a ton of stone to work with. We're going to use this for terraforming. I want to collect some dirt as well. We also got a bunch of cobblestone. But I want to collect some dirt for the actual terraforming bits that we'll be doing or have done. Time is weird. Time is weird. But we also got a ton of leaves and very excited. But what am I saying? You guys don't care about any of that stuff. Let's see all the good stuff I got from mining. Right in here. Oh yeah. Like I said, I've been mining for like 4 hours. I cannot imagine how Scar got 3 stacks of diamond ore because I am so bored out of my mind from mining that there's no way I could physically make myself do any more. But what do you say we use this Fortune 3 and we crack open all of this and of course throw the iron in the smelters and see how much we really get. Okay, so apart from the gold and the iron, which of course needs to be smelted, and well, the coal's in here and we haven't used it yet. This is our haul, which is actually pretty good. I decided to leave it all in its base form instead of crafting it into blocks. That way it just seems a little bit more impressive. Look at that. 4 stacks and 17 added to our total gives us a grand total of 34 blocks of diamond. That is fantastic. It's not as much as I thought we would get, but I'm not complaining. 34 blocks will hold us over for a good little while. And then, of course, you know, all the other stuff that we still need to craft down and smelt. But, guys, this is the moment. This is where it happens. This is where the live stream's about to begin, and things here are about to change. There's going to be no time lapse. It's just going to be a hard cut. I'll try to remember where I'm standing, and then we'll just get this back-to-back shot of what this looks like from right here versus what it looks like right now. Oh my goodness, hopefully that jump was good. I tried my best to line myself up, and it was a little challenging. I don't think I got it exactly right, but hopefully it's nice. If you guys were there for the stream weekend, then hopefully you saw we started our Cliffs of Dover project, and I think it's looking pretty good. We even went as far as to start laying out kind of the shape, not necessarily the blocks we'll be using specifically, but at least the shape of the exterior wall for the castle. And we even have gone as far as kind of getting this gatehouse sort of plotted out. So what I'm thinking is we're going to end up having, we're going to be doing some water projects with this, tearing this out a little bit, and I'll probably let the water flow through, and we'll do some sort of drawbridge situation. So you'll be coming in from this area, you'll be crossing a drawbridge and going into the gatehouse. And once you're in the gatehouse, you'll be greeted with some sort of staircase system. Perhaps I don't have this totally mapped out in my mind, but perhaps you'll start walking this way, and then it will zigzag back out that way. And I've laid out some slabs down below to prevent mob spawning, and I have kind of a general idea of how tall the ground is going to be on the inside. And so you'll end up walking around this way, which loops all the way around the castle, or you could even go this way, and again, loops all the way around. And I'm thinking this little section right here, we're going to do another sort of drawbridge situation. Of course, there'll be the gatehouse in the middle right there, but I'm going to have a piece of land coming up around this section, maybe with another additional tower. And the way to get into the actual inner keep is to walk up the path, which will probably border this wall, come up to this tower that we're going to have up here, and it will have its own drawbridge, which would be technically secured on this side. So when they raise the drawbridge, obviously it's not under control of any invaders to just lower the drawbridge. And yeah, hopefully it'll look nice. We'll have, all the drawbridges will be in the down position for normal use. Obviously we can't make them totally functional and defensible, but if we fly around, you'll notice that we have got the Cliffs of Dover aesthetic wrapped all the way around. And also, of course, from up here, you can kind of get a feel for the shape of everything. But I think it turned out really nice. I didn't really have any clue how we were going to decorate the top layer per se. But I think that the lilacs and just grass is a very nice touch. I think the lilacs are super complementary to the white of our cliffs here, and I think it turned out really, really nice. But something that we have to keep in mind when we get everything sort of built to their general shapes, kind of like what these towers are already in. They're in their general shapes, but they're not complete. when we start doing texturing, obviously if we're going to have this sort of white material as our foundation, that sort of implies that this is sort of natural around here. So any quarry that was dug, there's probably going to be a lot of white sort of rocks floating around, and naturally anything that gets mined up would be used in construction for any castle or builds. So I'm thinking along the bottoms of the perimeter itself, and even towards the bottom, and gradually fading out as you go up the towers, we will start mixing in the white concrete powders, the light grays, and even the diorite, and just allow these things to, through their texture, blend into the environment much more naturally. But any great kingdom is going to need some form of income, and last episode we sort of promised a gold farm. So I have a few ideas. Let's go check that out. So I have 3 ideas for our shop, things to sell. The first is access to the XP itself. And I'm thinking we're going to sell a pass, which will allow players to spend time at the XP farm, and they can repair their tools, they can just stockpile a bunch of levels like I got 149 just from sitting around. And then we can do a second pass, the XP plus pass, where they'll have access to the enchanting room down below. So of course they can gain a bunch of XP, go down below, use the enchanting table, and proceed to go back and forth between the 2 layers as much as they need. And then the third thing I want to sell, of course, is the gold. And I'm going to say now the gold will be a little expensive. There's 2 solid reasons for that. One, there isn't too much need for gold in 1.15.2 and before. Yeah, I can't really think of a lot off the top of my head. But in 1.16, gold does have a lot of value when it comes to working with the piglins, and I don't know how popular the piglins are going to be with all the AfterLife members. So I want to be prepared. We're going to sell not a lot of gold for a fair price, and then when 1.16 comes out, we will increase how much we're selling for that same price. This will help accommodate for the fact that we don't have a lot of gold to sell at the moment, because the farm is new and nobody's been using it because I haven't built a shop to sell stuff. But we are here in the shopping district, and we are on the far side, the right-hand side of the town hall, where the new shops have been popping up, and we will have to create a road and connect it up. But I have claimed this little spot right here. It is 16 blocks on its long end and 11 blocks on the shorter end. And we're gonna build it up. Yeah, I'll break out Camera Bear. We could do a 3rd-person time-lapse of this. Let's do it. Well, it's not much to look at from the ground, but this thing looks awesome. I'm a big fan of this. Let's see if I can land up here on one of these. There we go. Nice. Nailed it. First try. Look at that. Oh my goodness. That's right. This is going to be our shop for the gold and the XP. I wasn't exactly sure how to build a shop that was like, hey, XP over here. But I think this right here screams treasure / gold, and it's just a giant treasure chest. It looks fantastic. I love the way this turned out. Of course, I had to build this in a test world first because I wasn't exactly sure how to do it. But if you walk in, it's the same thing. You're inside of a big old treasure chest, and I am thrilled with the way it turned out. It's a little noisy. We got all the pressure plates all over the place, but we are selling gold, and it is 1 diamond per stack. Yes, the stacks are 4. I did say that they were going to be a little expensive in the beginning, since gold doesn't have very much purpose. I don't really see the point in letting go a whole bunch of it for a single diamond, right? Because if there isn't a lot of use for gold, and I were to sell, say, a full stack of 64 blocks for 1 diamond, then if they're using it for something, they probably will never come back because they'll have all the gold that they will ever need. So, I want to make a few diamonds off of this. And as 1.16 comes out, after the server updates and gold actually becomes a lot more valuable for those who want to barter with the piglins, I will increase the size of the stacks so players will have access to a lot more gold for the same price. It'll still be 1 diamond, and maybe we'll make it like 16 blocks a stack or something. I don't know. I haven't figured that part out, so we'll see. And then I'm sure you may have noticed the XP pass and the XP plus pass. They virtually say the same thing with a few differences, but we're calling the shop Nether Treasure. I don't know. It doesn't quite rhyme, but I think it sounds good. Nether Treasure. XP pass. Purchase of an XP pass grants access to the experience farm high above the Nether. Simply climb the scaffolding to the top, aggravate a zombie pigman/piglin, and stand in the center of the platform. Had to specify both because this farm should work in both versions. This is an AFK experience farm. Sit back and let it do its magic. Note to everyone, server lag, players in the Nether, and random spawn algorithms may cause the farm to stop. If you're watching this video and it just stops and it's not working, if you see a bunch of pigmen out there and they're not running, re-aggravate them. If you see no pigmen, somebody's in the Nether, you have to wait. And then finally, page 3. This pass does not grant you access to the enchanting room or to any of the gold acquired from your visit, and of course the coordinates to the giant tower where the portal is. And then our passes are little iron nuggets, just titled XP Pass. I haven't got a price yet. I'll price them in a little bit. And then the other one is virtually the same thing. It reads the same, except it's the XP Plus Pass. On the last page, it says the same thing. This pass grants access to the experience farm and the enchanting room. So this one actually lets you use the enchanting room as well. But you still do not have access to the gold that is acquired. And then a little special note for anybody who maybe they do have an interest in having a whole bunch of gold. If you have any further inquiries, please contact Wintertooth. Special deals may be worked out in person. And if that's the case, if they're looking for a lot of gold, they might actually read these books and realize that, reach out to me and we can work out a deal for getting access to more than just purchasing the gold. And of course, finally, the payment chest. Nothing special about this, just the payment chest. I'm going to work out some prices for this, and then we're going to need to install the road, and then this thing will be pretty much ready to go. So I'm going to do that right now. You can see I have a few buttons missing, so I need to chop down some oak and get the buttons in place. And then this place will be virtually complete. All right, we have the road in place, but best of all, and I didn't even think about this before, and we got super lucky, is the name. Nether Treasure. It's so perfect. Look at it straight on. It actually fits perfectly within the frame of the top of the chest, and that is completely by accident. How lucky is that fits so flawlessly in there? I am so thrilled with that. But guys, that is going to be it for today's episode. I really don't have a whole lot left going on. I need to do a ton of AFKing at the gold farm itself so we can get this place fully stocked up, because it's not completely stocked. But off camera, I'm going to contact Mr. Flimflam, because he does that right there. He does aerial advertisement, and this is his shop right here. And I just was having a gander through the book, and it turns out he doesn't actually have real instructions in here, or prices, or options, or anything. This book effectively just says contact him directly. So I'm gonna message him on the Discord and see if we can't get us an airplane of some sort with the gold farm, the Nether Treasure, being advertised, because what talk about a great way to start a business, right? You have this amazing thing. It's so cool. I like this so much. And then advertising it right in the middle of the whole spawn city. That I think that'd be the smartest move for us to make with our very first business here on the server. And if you're wondering, I did price them the XP farm by itself, 48 diamonds, XP plus the enchanting table, 64 diamonds. I tried to price them close together, and also they're expensive because they're a one-time purchase. You purchase it and you can use it pretty much forever. So yeah, we'll want to make sure we get our diamonds worth. But guys, that is going to do it. There is a new member on the server who goes by the name Jagiro. If there was an awkward little pause there, it's because I'm not a smart bear and I didn't think to check his name first because I didn't know who it was. But there is a new member and his link will be in the description down below along with everyone else. Be sure to check him out and subscribe to him as well. Leave comments on his latest video, whatever it happens to be, telling him that you came from Winter's channel. Just as a little experiment to see how many peeps actually go over there and subscribe and leave a comment. I think that'd be really fun. But thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you like, subscribe if you haven't, share with friends, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys in the next one.